Welcome back to Unqualified and Uneducated, where we give you our unqualified and uneducated opinions on all things sports, movies, TV, anime, and anything that's interesting. Today, joining me on the show today, we have our returnee, Smash. How you doing, Smash?
Yee!
And we have a new guy, friend of the show, new guest, special guest. We have our friend Mike from
Yep.
San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired from basketball.
Yeah,
earlier.
same. You know, when you're like 5'8", but everybody's trying to bully you.
Why everybody trying to bully you?
I mean, everybody's just fouling me because they don't usually, have a guy like my size that will go in and like actually take a hit and playing defense and playing hard D. Everybody's playing soft, just like in today's NBA. A lot of players play soft.
Yeah. You was at the court with him, right, Smash?
Yeah, I was there.
How much of that is true?
Probably 9%.
No,
9, that's
9%.
it. I was gonna say like 90, but what?
9%?
That
9%.
Oh, I can't believe you just said 9. Did I not get clothesline? Did I not go on down on the floor?
You did, but that was all you're doing.
What? I got fouled 3 times in a row. Are you kidding me?
I think 2 of those were iffy.
Iffy?
Yeah.
Iffy. What does iffy mean?
Iffy, so-so.
Oh, my bad. Y'all gotta take off my jacket. Keep on talking. It's just making hella noise.
It's all good. But that last one, you got clotheslined. I was about to fight the dude.
No, you weren't!
I was in there with my hands up. I was like, I got
no
you.
way.
Wait. You got clothesline?
Yeah,
Got
so
clotheslined.
basically, I got fouled from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And out of nowhere, another dude was helping him on the other side, and out of nowhere, I get clothesline. It was like nothing, but
it was nuts.
it felt like a baby hit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Were you guys on the same team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you did nothing, Smash?
I was. My hands were up.
No.
I was.
Woo! No.
That guy was lucky I didn't come to him.
Hell no. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's
That
for
ain't
sure.
it, Chief.
Okay, so check this out. What were you doing while he was getting his ass kicked?
Let him get his ass kicked. He's coming to the court talking hella shit.
Were you talking?
Oh, I was talking up a storm.
Oh, why were you talking up a storm?
Oh, because if you're gonna be on the court
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna call little fouls or like little things, you better be able to back it up. So I'm gonna get in a defender's head. I'm gonna get in him basically and like defend it. Like I'm not gonna sit back and give you a bucket. I'm gonna either foul you or you better get up.
Okay,
That's
but,
really
but
about it.
what does that have to do with talking mess?
Huh? No, because like they're talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking.
Oh, so
it was general.
Listen, Chad came today. He said, I'm going to talk hella shit.
He did say that before.
And I came today and you told me you weren't going to back me up.
And I didn't. Not one time.
And why did you lie on the podcast?
I didn't lie.
Whoa. Time out. You were lying this whole time?
No, I said I got my fists up and I was ready to fight, but I didn't back him up.
Who was the guy that did it? Don't say any names, but you got to know the guy.
I don't know.
I don't even, he was just a random dude.
I think it was a random that doesn't play often. It was usually, there wasn't a lot of people that are usuals that play today.
Oh, okay. So it's some random clothesline you.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy playing with everybody, to be real, but it's sometimes it's actually kind of scary because some people are literally they don't know how to work their body. So me getting clothesline today is one thing. Later in the day, he kneed me on my thigh.
Okay, I think that dude knows how to control his body.
No, but
pretty well.
Clothesline you.
I think he knows.
He kneed me again, and I was down on the floor.
I think that dude fully knows how to control his body, and he was using it in all the right ways. I don't think that's a guy that's walking around like a giraffe. That's not a baby giraffe you're thinking. You're thinking of those clumsy guys that don't know.
Like a deer out the woods.
That dude was an agile jaguar, and he was just attacking you. That's what I'm hearing.
No, he played goofy.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
He was a goofy dude.
He played pretty goofy.
Goof Troop. Although that Goofy movie it's a classic. One of the best animated movies there is.
Yes, sir.
Powerline.
What?
Powerline?
Oh.
I was like, what?
I was just like, what is this guy talking
What
about?
are you doing?
All right, guys. So sorry about that. We were just, giving a little bit about our day. So what we're here to talk about today is sort of, general phone etiquette, text message etiquette, instant messaging etiquette, Instagram etiquette. How do you feel about your phone, basically, or communicating with others? And, I bring this up today because it's always interesting when you miss a call from someone and they're upset that you missed the call. No matter what you have going on, the fact that you weren't able to pick up your phone, they are upset about that. So, and it's interesting because just because you have your phone on you doesn't mean that you are able to answer their call. But it doesn't matter. Some people are just upset about that. So that's why I kind of brought that up today, because I had a situation where someone was just upset with me for not picking up my phone. And granted, I did have my phone on me, but I just couldn't do it at the time. So how do you guys feel about, just how soon would you answer someone back? Would you answer them back immediately? Stuff like, anything with phone etiquette, text message etiquette, how fast you respond to a text. This is all free flowing. We could talk about whatever, but I just kind of wanted to bring that up and see how you guys felt about that.
You want to go first?
If somebody gets mad that I don't answer, they're probably not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd probably call them back when I'm free.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Or it depends on the importance of the call.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like if it's a job interview, they leave me a voicemail, or they text me right after, like, answer your phone right now or something. Then that's like an important call, and I know I need to call them back. Like, take time and call them back real quick.
Yeah.
But usually, just when I'm free, I'll just call them back, hit them back, like, what's up? Why'd you call?
Do you text back or you call back?
If I can't answer the phone and I have my phone on me, I'll text back and be like,
I know, but they call you and you're not able to do it. You're not able to answer that call, and it's an hour later. You're not able to respond to it at all until like an hour later. Would you call them back or text them back?
I think it just
depends on the person who's at that call.
Yeah.
The situation. Is it like say a partner? Is it say like a best friend, like a friend that you talk to here and there? I feel like it just really depends, like what he says.
My parents had to call him back because they're foreigners; they can't text.
See,
my dad can text, but
my mom texts me here and there, and I just don't text back. I call her.
Okay.
My preference is I would rather call or FaceTime, preferably FaceTime, because texting I feel like is just like, yeah, sure, you could have one single conversation for like 8 hours, 10 hours basically the entire day, but you're not replying back for like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gets annoying.
Yeah.
And like then you get left on red, you get ghosted at times, and it's not anybody's fault. It's just like, we're busy people.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about like, texting.
Yeah.
And phone calls, you just get straight to the point. I call, like Smash called me earlier today before he got to class, and he's like, where are you? Where are you at? Are you in town already? Are you still in SF? Like, and I was like, I'm on my way, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let me know when you're here. Then we go about our business. You should be able to have that main communication.
Yeah,
you should be able to streamline whatever emotions, whatever feelings, whatever like concerns, whatever like the day-to-day stuff, Like if you're gonna ask like, hey, what are you doing later? You want to do something? You should just give them a call instead. It just makes it so much quicker.
Yeah. Like personally, I can't get upset when someone don't answer my call, because I went through a phase, and it's still kind of now a little bit. I'm
still going through that phase.
I'm still going through a phase where I leave my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yes.
And
yes,
you both know.
I stay on Do Not Disturb.
And my when you call me, I just don't pick up, and I won't know you called me for hours, really. And then so I can't be upset if someone don't pick up my call. And, you know, most of the times when I do call people, I don't even expect them to pick up. So when I get a call, like, I'm like, or like when I call someone, they don't pick up, I'm just like, whatever. They're probably like either doing something, driving, in class, at work. They're doing something. Like, it's weird because, like, you got to understand, like, back in, like, 200 years ago, like when it was, like, everything was, like, snail mail through, like, a horse and buggy, or even before we had phones, you send somebody a letter, you wouldn't expect a response in, like, 2 weeks. You would expect a long response. You would have to wait for a response. People sent letters, and some people died before before the person that they sent the letter got the letter. So it was like you're just sitting there with a letter, and you're like, oh, I guess I can't respond to this. But now, since we're in this time of like phones and everything, everyone wants everything bam, 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 fast, quick. It's like, dude, like let me take time to process it. Like I don't have my phone. I don't let people know that I read their text message, because sometimes I need time to contemplate the message.
Yeah.
And I feel like people like they see you read it and they're like, oh, how come you haven't responded? And it's like, yo, like give me a second to think about this, man. Let me figure that out.
I mean, I feel like if you leave a person on red, like there should be reasons behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Smash has his phone on red. I have my phone on red since maybe it's been a few months now. And honestly, it's just like it feels better because at least a person knows that you read it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I feel like that's like one of them. Like you read it. That's cool. You know, it's the end of a conversation. Or if you read it and then you're gonna like do a few things, you get caught doing something, and then you go back to it and you text them back. Like at least that person read it and it's just like, okay, what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
like I don't let people know I read their messages because sometimes.
Yeah, with me, I just don't. If I read somebody's message, my messages are on red, and they know I read it, and they get mad about it. Like I just don't give a fuck.
Hey.
I mean that's fair. It's not like I don't think it's like really more of a caring thing. I think it's just like, what's the priority level of you, as a person?
Mm-hmm.
Like he left me on red the other day. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you leave me on red all the time. I know you read it, but it's yours says delivered, and I'm like, and it's just like, well, it happens. You know, like we don't need to hit back everybody at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
like I've had my phone on Do Not Disturb for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
Going on it, and the great thing about Do Not Disturb, you could put your favorites on and be like, oh, I'm gonna answer these people.
I don't know, that doesn't work for me.
No, you don't. No, really.
Everybody got this. Like I know I can do that now.
Oh, you didn't know that.
Honestly, I never tried to dig that far. I just see. Here goes the thing. This is where it started. For like class, like I forgot I had a professor. And he was like, no, she was like, if your phone rings in this class, I'm taking points from your final grade. And I was like, you ain't gonna catch me. I put on Do Not Disturb because like I was like, you ain't losing you're not taking my points. I was like, I put the least amount of effort in to this class. I need all the points I can get.
Yeah.
So then I would just forget that it was on Do Not Disturb, and like my pops would call me, I don't pick up. Moms call me, don't pick up. Friends call me, don't pick up. I don't know.
It goes straight to voicemail, like your phone's dead all the time.
Yeah, and it's like I take it off now. Like I'm more cognitive of taking it off Do Not Disturb, but for a while it was just like bam, bam, bam. And I think I kind of honestly and deep down I kind of like that freedom of not having to answer calls immediately, because sometimes you're in a situation where you just don't want to pick up.
That's fair.
But like I think it's primarily what you guys are saying. It's all about priority. Like if I were to call you guys and you guys don't pick up, you guys are my boys, I would be like, okay, he wouldn't ignore me for no reason. Yeah. Like I know that you guys would just be sitting on your bed and been like, nah, I'm not gonna pick up. Although
one of us.
Although like I'm thinking I do know that if Smash is watching the show and he's like,
oh, if I'm deeply invested,
I know he's not picking up. So I respect that because like there's okay. So this I want to bring this up, but I don't want to get off topic. But like I know you guys are doing something, you wouldn't ignore me. But if I like text you after I call you, like he said, I know like be like, hey bro, I need a ride here. My car broke down. I know you got me.
Yeah.
No.
So like I don't trip, and like I've never really like, I've never been in a situation where like I needed you guys to answer me immediately. And the only reason why I would put like that urgency on one of you guys, more so Smash, because you're not here, is if I had like tickets to a Kings game. I'm like, bro, I just got tickets like 2 hours ago. The game starts in like an hour. Pick up. You want to go, or like tickets to someplace. Yeah. That's the only reason why I'd be like, oh, pick up. Like
a J. Cole concert.
Yeah. But I don't have tickets to J. Cole concert because I could just go to my room and go to sleep. No. No. I love J. Cole, top 3 rapper in the game today. But sometimes them songs be putting me to sleep. That's that sleepy time music.
I got nothing to say to that.
Count it up.
Oh no.
Count it up.
But so we don't get sidetracked anymore often. I feel like this. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like there's some people that you should have, be able to just go straight through the do not disturb.
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that.
So like I have a solid I think it's like 15 people.
I was this years old when I found this.
Like I have a solid 15 people. Some of them are coworkers because I have to answer them.
Yeah.
Of course, but other people it's just like, okay, do I need to talk to you? No. Would I want to talk to you? Maybe. What's the necessity? Like who should be on that list?
Yeah.
It's like the people that you hang out with every day, the people that you talk to every day or something. It could be like your mom, your dad, grandma, whoever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like the most important thing. If you have some like a do not disturb mode, and like me and like you, Rob, I feel like you should be able to set who should answer your phone.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a small list.
What if there's a friend that you haven't talked to in like 2 years and they just call you randomly?
Then they'll leave.
And they're like depressed and they're like, this is the last call if he doesn't answer.
Whoa, that's deep.
That's deep. First off.
Okay, first of all, like let me get into that.
Hold up.
A friend like that should not put if you haven't seen a friend like that, they should not put that on him.
Yeah, I don't.
That's impossible.
Like I'm there for everybody.
2 years, maybe they moved to like New York or some shit.
That's fine. 2 years and going to New York, that's fine. different time zones.
That friend is crazy. If he's gonna put his life on one phone call, he could have sent a text.
You could call a suicide hotline for that stuff.
Depression is a bit.
That's
crazy. I know, definitely.
Ask freaking Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan. That's why DeMar will never be successful in the playoffs.
We can't get into
this.
this.
Okay, my bad.
We can't get into this right now.
You know what the funny thing is? And I have a list of people that I won't pick up their calls depending on a certain time. And our homie Hector's on that list.
No.
I'm sorry, Hector. I gotta go in because it's frustrating sometimes. Okay, so if it's like between that 4:17 to like 5:30 area, I know Hector's driving home. So like when I'm on a conversation, when I'm having a phone conversation with people, like Hector will call me, right, and I'll be at the crib watching a movie or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So I know we're gonna talk for a minute, so I'll pause the movie and I'll get to talking. And when I get on the phone, I start moving around. Some days I end up down in the middle of the street. I'm just because I don't want to disturb my mom while I'm on the phone, so I'm down the street having a conversation with this dude. Dude, Hector will pull up to the house and say, "All right, man, I'm at home. I'll talk to you later." I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to get home? We had this conversation to get me here.
You gotta give me.
Now I gotta walk back on my own without no music or nothing. I mean, I got music on my phone, but like I was like, now I gotta like he's done that to me like 4 times where he's been like, I hear the keys. I'm like, no, don't do that. I hear the keys, and he says, "All right, dude, I'm gonna talk to you later. I just got home." I'm like, I was home. Like I turned off the TV, walked out the door. I had a bag of chips in front of me, the soda. I had everything in front of me
for you.
I was eating and smacking.
Wait, why don't you? So sorry to interrupt, but why don't you just chill in your car like that's in front of your place?
Sometimes it's hot as shit.
Yeah, no, but like that's because I'll be sitting. I could just do that in the crib. I'm a guy like if I'm in a deep conversation, I literally move around and walk around. I start moving. I don't know why. I just be down the street. Like I just end up down the street walking.
I don't know. You'll end up at like a corner store,
yeah,
2 miles away.
I'm just walking. I just walk and talk, man. And like Hector does that to me. My boy Gabe does that to me. Fiat kind of does that sometimes. People like, and I get it. Like I'll be like looking for somebody to call while I'm driving too. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna at least stay with them until they get home, man. The people on that list. But like, you know, shout out to the boy Hector. But like,
nah, you throwing hella shade.
Shout out to Fiat.
That's no shade on that. Shout
That's
out,
hella shade. What you mean?
I'm just keeping it real.
Shout out to Fiat Dos.
Shout out to Fiat. Shout out to Gabe.
Shout
but
out
like
to
when
Fiat
y'all call, like I know Gabe will call me like after he's done coaching wrestling. He'll call me like about like at 8:00, right? I know if he calls me at 8, he's just doing that till he gets home, and then he'll do the same thing. All right, bud, I gotta get in the house. I'm like, bruh, if you don't get, hey man, I done turned. Look at Jacob. I done turned off the TV. Done the Xbox done fell asleep on me. I'm out the movie zone, and I'm down the street.
I don't even want to watch this movie.
Yeah, I don't even watch the movie anymore, bro. Like I'm completely like, and I'm like into it. You know, like I'm doing my thing. So you know what I'm saying.
I don't even like this movie anymore.
Yeah, I was into it, and then I'm down the street, and I'm just like, he hung up on me. I'm like, bro, can I get home too? Nah, he home. Nah, I'm not home. And now I need somebody to talk to.
You hang up and then call him back.
I'm gonna start doing that. You know what, Hector? I'm gonna start calling you back, man. As soon as you hang up, I'm gonna be like, hey, what you doing?
I need you for this walk home.
I need. So like the next, you know, I'll pick up and I'll do my walk, and I'll be like, he'll be like, all right, bro, I gotta go. I'll be like, yeah, me too. Let me just chill on there for a minute. Stay in the car, and I'm gonna walk back. But that's like there's like those three are my three friends that do that to me. We'll talk until they'll call me. I get out of my zone and I'm walking. I'm doing something. It don't even have to be like I'm walking down the street. I'll be like in like when I have my apartment. Like I'll be like walking around my apartment. I'm in the back room with the smoke, having a conversation, just talking, just walking. And they hung up on me, and I was like, dang. Why'd I come in this smoky room for no reason? Now my whole apartment smell like smoke, and I gotta like air out everything. Oh yeah, for the viewers that don't know, I had an apartment in the second room. I didn't use the second room. I had a 2-bedroom apartment. Second room wasn't used because my upstairs neighbor was a heavy smoker, and that stuff would seep through the vents, and it was just really smoke. Oh, you're good. It was just that was coming loose, but like it would seep through the vents, and that room just smelled like smoke. You guys.
Not me.
Oh, you didn't see that apartment? Mm-mm. Well, Smash knows that.
I've been there.
Yeah, that room was deadly. So you know, I just took off 15 years of my life for this phone call, and then Hector would be like, "Yeah, man, I'm."
And you lost the lung.
You feel me? So you know, from like 4:17 to 5:30, I know.
Hey,
I know my man's is driving home, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this today. I don't know if I could walk and do this walk, but you know, he calls me after 5:30. It's lit.
Literally,
we have a conversation.
That smoky ass room is hella lit. He said because Hector has asthma, he wants you to be at the same level as he is.
You trying to kill me?
You have asthma too.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my mom has asthma.
I got too many friends with asthma.
I don't have asthma.
Damn, that must be hella nice. Like,
it is nice breathing right.
Bro. Oh, oh my god! Like I can't. I hate y'all. Like I can't get sick without needing an inhaler.
Oh dang.
Like it's gone to the point where like in Fresno, I think the statistic is still the same. 1 in 3 people have asthma in Fresno.
Dang, y'all that's because y'all don't have any trees.
Yeah, here we go with the trees.
You guys don't have any trees to filter out the air.
No.
Like we were talking about it earlier.
We were talking about that earlier.
I was like, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but you just told me 1 in 3 people have asthma. Like
that's probably a false stat, but
no, it wasn't.
How people in Fresno have asthma?
That's because there's no trees. Y'all need to clear out the air. There's got to be a correlation.
I mean,
they don't call Fresno the city of trees.
They do call SEC. I lived in Canada. I got all those trees for 4 years.
I mean, I think the city of Fresno's tree is the ash tree.
What is Fresno?
I think so. I think it's
the ash.
I think it's ash.
That's why we're breathing ashes and pollen and fucking dust all the time.
And ashy.
Freaking dust. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna actually say that.
What?
You've been going ham this whole time.
That's the first time I cussed.
On this one?
On this one.
Really?
Nah, you've been going a little bit.
What did I say?
He's in. Damn.
I think I said I don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to the viewers. I don't usually cuss on the podcast.
Yeah, he
not
chooses
on the
not
podcast.
to. Yeah, we depending on who's on. Some people care and don't care. I try not to.
Yeah.
I do my best not to. Sometimes
I try to too.
He does. It smashes a lot better than.
I haven't been on in a couple episodes, so.
A couple?
So he's a little candid.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the. So that's just my thing. that phone list. There's 3 people on that list.
Okay.
But in a normal situation, because Hector's called me like on his lunch break, like between like 12 and 2, and we've had like conversations and stuff like that for a couple hours. But like while he's driving and stuff. But I know once he's at home, he's bored and he's looking to kill some time.
How long does it take to get home?
It takes him like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Okay.
So I was saying it's that 4:15 to like 5 o'clock hour, that little chunk.
Yeah, a little
I know he's heading home. I'm like,
And like he can't listen to music
Yeah,
or like steady
yeah.
up on anything.
yeah.
Listen to his old podcast.
So that's why I feel like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I can't do this one.
Not today.
Not today. I look outside. My slides are in the car. They're not in that apartment. I was like, nah, I'm not putting that shit in.
Just standing by the blinds.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry, Hector.
yeah, I feel like they're in the car. My car down the street because I live downtown, so like there's nowhere to park. You never park in front of the place you live when you live downtown. Like I've
Because
only
of the trees, right?
no because there's no parking.
There's no parking.
There's no parking.
Oh,
If you
okay.
get lucky, you park right in front of your place, you're blessed.
See, like I've only been to downtown Sac twice, I think.
It's
So
not worth it.
Huh?
It's not worth it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not living there for sure. Like people that live in Midtown, they're like, "Oh my god, I live in Midtown." I'm like, I would never live in Midtown.
Why?
I hate it.
Why?
Too much parking.
Oh, I
Too much
wish.
parking?
I mean, not enough parking.
I was
Oh,
like,
wait.
hold up, you just talked what? And then you said too much?
My bad. I meant not enough.
I hear you. I mean, living in San Francisco, downtown San Francisco, I have to drive on the outskirts of it every, I think 5 times a week at most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ridiculous. I've had maybe within the past 3 years, I've had about I had about 23 parking tickets and a towed car.
What? Do you know how much is each parking ticket?
So each parking ticket is anywhere between I believe it's like 60, as little as $68 or something, or $61, and as much as a few hundred, depending on what it is.
You've got one that was a few $100s for a parking ticket.
I mean, no.
Did you park in a
It
handicap
wasn't a few
spot?
hundred.
Yo, he parked in a handicap spot.
It was like 900.
Yo, he parked
For
in a
what?
handicap spot. He double parked he parked in 2 handicap spots.
Oh no! I need a handicap person. What did you do?
So I had my grandma passed away. Rest in peace to grandma. And
You had her.
I had her
pass.
pass.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you got caught.
I got caught.
Oh man.
And one time I had a towed car
Mm.
because they didn't put up the sign,
Mm-hmm.
and it was within like of course a certain boundary. I think it was like 40 feet, 100 feet, anywhere between there. And they didn't really have a sign that extends all the way out. And I was like, okay, like this is like the very tail end. Like I should be fine. I get off of work. Where's my car?
Mm.
Yeah, it got towed.
Dang.
How much was it for that?
They give you have to, so the city of San Francisco gives you a parking ticket plus whatever they had to do to get the tow.
Wow, bro, that's bull.
So I think
Basically they're paying for the labor.
yeah, no, just like the tow truck basically.
Yeah, the labor.
Yeah, labor for the
Oh
tow
yeah.
truck.
So it ended up being like I think $350.
Oh my god.
Bruh, that
$350
is
plus
crazy.
$900 plus 22 times 60. You
Oh.
paid so
I
much in
paid
parking
so
tickets
much
in the last year.
in the last 3 years.
That's just
3 years?
Yeah, 3
That's
years.
living downtown, bro.
That's like basically going to work in downtown.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
would-
being downtown. Downtown is a crappy place to
Yeah.
like be all the time. Sometimes I'm a suburb guy. I lived in the suburbs my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm used to there being parking everywhere.
Yeah.
And when you go over to somebody's house, you just park across the street at their neighbor's house or around the corners. Always parking in the suburbs.
And then if you see a lot of cars, somebody's having a
Yeah,
party.
somebody's having a party.
Always.
Like when you're riding a bike in the suburbs, you can ride a bike for like 15 minutes before you have to stop.
Yeah.
Riding a bike downtown, there's no point. Like you got to stop at every light or you're gonna get hit by a car. Like I rode one of those jump bikes at school, bro. took me like 30 minutes to get to school because I was stopping every time.
No.
Yeah, I was stopping at every single light because I was like, I'm not dying. I don't put my life in other people's hands. Like they say you're supposed to ride your bike this way because the traffic can see you. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna ride the opposite way so I can see the car coming. I don't trust.
Thank you.
I don't trust people.
That's a good. So I used to do that, and everybody
They
gave
always
me so
say,
much
yeah.
trash on that. Like, how are you not gonna like be on the opposite road and not be seen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be really dumb or on your phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Or drunk.
That's what I'm saying.
And how many times, like, but prior to like what 2010 that people did that?
Yeah.
Not many.
Mm.
Nobody.
So like that's why like whenever I ride that bike, I always put my life in my own hands, not someone else.
Yeah.
And I ride whatever way I want to. not some way somebody else want me to. Cause
I'm gonna do me.
I'm gonna do me because I'm gonna get got. But I'm gonna get mine before I get got.
I'm gonna
Shout
get
out
God
Marshawn.
because I chose to get got.
Shout out Marshawn.
Shout out Marshawn and the Raiders. R.I.P. Raiders.
Damn.
Resquiesta and Pache.
They had one good year, and then they were like, "Fuck it, let's fuck this up
Oh.
for another 15." Sorry for the F word again.
That's a bad car y'all riding, man.
Yeah.
Y'all riding the wrong car.
Yeah. You need a timeout with all these.
Y'all should have got picks for
power
Derek
and-
Carr though.
Huh?
I think that's what you guys were
They should
doing.
have just traded
Yeah, they should got picks for him,
Yeah.
and then they would have been already crappy. They could have rebuilt their whole team in the draft.
the whole team.
They could have built the whole team. That's 2 picks for Derek Carr.
2 first rounders.
Yeah.
They had 5 first rounders.
Yeah,
this
that's
year.
2 picks for Derek Carr. They could have got.
I don't know about football.
I know enough to make up stuff.
I
Like,
know enough to talk some.
yeah, to talk a little junk, you
Yeah.
know, and make fun of everybody's team.
Oh,
But
speaking
we
of.
can say that.
but-
we can say that for another podcast.
Okay.
This could be we're at about 32 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to?
Let's go back to the phone thing real
Okay.
quick. How do you guys feel about social media? Like, we live in a day and age where social media it basically controls our lives in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go anywhere right now without someone being like, "What's your Snapchat? What's your Instagram?" Not even like asking for your number. Like, you could go and ask for this girl's number, but instead of doing that, you're asking for a Snapchat. It's weird. How do
Yeah.
you guys feel about that?
Okay, so like I in the last like 8 months, I've been doing a lot of Tindering.
Tindering.
Tindering. So.
Your boys hitting Tinder University or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, I've been doing a lot. And
It's all good.
What I found out is, and I feel the same way. I think girls feel more comfortable with the Snapchat just because they can block you and you just don't have their number.
Yeah.
Even though they could block you with like if you
Give
get
them
their
your
number, they could still block you. But I feel like you could probably like look up. There's certain ways around that. You can use
Yeah.
a fake number or something like that.
Yeah.
With the Snapchat, you can just straight up block them, and I feel comfortable too because like there's some of these some girls I've met. I don't want them to have my number. I'd rather just snap them, and because for me, it just keeps that distance until you allow that relationship to go that far. And fortunately enough, I haven't. I mean, that's not even. Maybe I shouldn't say fortunately enough. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I haven't found.
I mean,
that.
what do you mean by that far? Like, as far as like going out on a date? Like,
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
I've snapped people. Like I've snapped a girl. Like let's meet here.
That's fair.
And like all of our whole conversation was just through Snap. I've multiple girls. I've conversation just through Snap because I don't want to give my number out to some people
I feel that.
because they're just gonna get blocked on the do not disturb list anyway. So Snapchat. Snapchat. Like I like at least I'll get that. Like Snapchat, the notifications pop down. I'm always on Snap, so like it's easier for me. Text messages. Sometimes I don't text back. Sometimes I can be bad at texting back.
Sometimes.
Bro, okay. So the thing is, like, my thing with text messages, and you do this a lot sometimes. You'll
Definitely.
text me at 1:59 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Myself personally, I really don't like cognitively respond to texts before like 9 o'clock. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll look at the text, and I'll be like, oh yeah, so and so text me, and I'll put my phone down. I'll go play a video game or go like watch movie, watch TV. Forget about your text. Just forget about it until like 12 o'clock. Just because like it happened at
No, I'm not saying it like that. I mean, I could understand that.
Yeah.
But like, I'll text you at like 4 p.m.
I do,
You know?
honestly, and sometimes it says the same thing happens. Like, I'll read it, and I'll either be driving,
That's
or
fair.
something happens, and I'll put the phone down, and I just forget about it.
That's fair.
And then sometimes I feel bad for it, because sometimes a lot of time will go by, and I'll be like, man, should I even respond to this one?
Do they even care
Yeah,
anymore?
it's like, do you even care, bro? Like, and then like I'm really bad with the phone. Like, I'm honestly, like, now that my phone's off do not disturb, I've been better with just phone calls. Like you said, phone calls are better because you get straight to the point, and you know, you can hear their voice, so it's, you know, you don't have to interpret
The
like
meaning.
words.
Like if it's sarcastic.
Yeah,
or if it's,
sarcastic,
like,
or
emotional.
they're angry, or they're like
Yeah.
mad at you. You could just be like, "Oh, he's cool."
Yeah.
So like, I've been more inclined to like phone calls now. I'm moving towards that. Just give it, and you know, it's cool to hear your homie's voice.
Them too, right? You crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to hear your homie's voice.
Exactly.
But what did you say, Smash, earlier today?
How the hell did I get brought into it? You said, but what you said? I was like, the hell?
Yeah, sometimes you just want to hear your homie's voice.
Anyways, back to the question at hand. How do you feel about social media controlling everybody? Smash. Like,
How do I feel about social media controlling everybody?
yeah, like it's like I can't go anywhere without sharing my Instagram because.
You could just say no.
Well, it's for me. It's kind of hard. I have to be on Facebook. I have to be on Instagram.
Oh, well, you're a photographer. That's different. You have to expand your platform.
That's true. Filmmaker, but
Filmmaker, photographer.
Wow, that was so much disrespect.
That's not even disrespect. He's a photographer too. You don't take pictures anymore?
It's not that I don't. It's just like, it's like how we were talking about just a second ago. Like, there's a difference.
Is photography under the category of filmmaker though?
No.
Yeah,
yes,
so-
yes, it is.
It is?
So yeah, if you want to take.
And why are you
big example-
Yeah.
It's
You see how I
it's
did
you know
that? You see
exactly. No, that's good.
You see how I did that?
it's
Switched up real
it's
quick.
because like it's more about the evolution of it. You know, like I could refer to myself as a photographer, but it's not really just about photography now. It's about, you know, motion pictures technically, if you want to take it back. So I don't like, I refer to myself as a photographer. If people say I'm a photographer, that's fine. Like, I'm not tripping about that. It's just like, you know, being that he's a friend of mine that has known me for this many years and has been talking about, oh, let me be an actor in your film, in like your movie or in your short film.
Okay, but I think being a filmmaker and a photographer are two different things. I think photographer are still pictures and film is different, so they're under two different categories. So calling you a photographer is one thing, calling you a filmmaker is another thing. So you're both things. So if I'm saying you're a photographer,
But
that's
what do
fine.
I? But what do? Yeah, no.
But
it's
you're
fine.
you're also a filmmaker.
But what do you title me as? Since we're, you know, since
What
I've
I'm titling you as is a photographer because that's how you.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what you've been from the beginning.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, I
like
get
in
you,
this
okay.
moment, say in that moment,
fair.
he's just asking about your photography.
Yeah.
So he says, "Aren't you a photographer?" That doesn't mean like
You're
No.
not a
not a
filmmaker.
I was like, wait, what? You just disrespected my whole other part of my life?
yeah, like it's just a part. It's just a part of who
That's
you
fair.
are.
Yeah.
Like you could be like a basketball player and a chess player, and like
Yeah.
you miss a jump shot, you'd be like, "Aren't you a basketball player?"
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if you took a bad pick, they'd be like, "Aren't you a photographer?" You'd be like,
Yeah.
It was the sun. It was the sun.
It was the sun. That kind of deal.
Yeah, you know. So yeah.
But anyways.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, so,
but
like-
the social media thing is crazy that you say that, because for one, like, I've only got into, and I've only gotten to social media because of the podcast, like heavy, like as far as like Twitter and Instagram, looking at things, seeing what's popular, just so I can post something on my Instagram page, and it's like, I can see how people get addicted to it, because when people actually follow you or like something that you post, you get like a certain like
Yeah.
And
like an endorphins.
Endorphin would be a word, yeah.
Like you get a certain like I would say high. You get a certain high when you're like, oh, people like what I did.
You get endorphins and then you get
It like
endorsements.
a feel good endorphin. What?
Yeah, because you guys know the goal, trying to get monetized.
Hey, yee!
You forgot to say it at the beginning.
I forgot to say it at the beginning, but
Rob,
the fans know what it is. Delete. Start the whole thing all over again.
They watched the whole episode just to hear that part.
But how do you feel about it? Because like I can't Smash, at least. This goes to Smash, by the way, y'all.
You can't what?
I can't get off of social media because I have to push content and push myself out there. So Facebook has to stay and Instagram has to stay, as well as Snapchat. I could take off Twitter, that's fine, personally, but like, how do you feel now that we live in this age?
I don't use social media as much as I used to.
That's true.
Like my notifications on Snapchat are off. People will snap me and I won't see it until like a day or two later. And then I'm like, oh, do I respond to this? Like it's 2 days late. And then it's like, whatever, I just don't respond to it. And then Instagram, I just use Instagram to just see House of Highlights, Bleacher Report, just to see sports stuff. I don't really go to like, I don't even remember the last time I liked a picture on Instagram. I don't even like anybody's pictures. I haven't posted a picture in maybe, I don't know, 6 months or something.
6 months?
Something
Really?
like that. I don't know when it was.
I think when we went to San Diego together?
No, I don't even think I posted it then.
No way.
Well,
I didn't take any pictures.
Yeah, because I'm the one that took him.
Yeah, because you were the photographer.
There you go.
Last time I posted a picture, February 16th.
Wow.
What's today? Like, and that's not even like saying anything bad about Instagram. I have 197 posts. I used to post all the time on Instagram.
You used to post like once a week for sure, at least.
I used to post hella, but now it's just, that's just not something that I do anymore. I just don't post. I'll just go on there to see something real quick and then I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to fill my time with other things other than social media. Expand my leisures.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I stopped posting. Like, I used to post like 2-3 times a day. You remember that?
Yeah.
And now, like, I end up saying I need a rebrand. I need to rethink about everything, and just like look at it now as a profession.
Yeah.
Like Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, not because I want to be, but because there'll be a gig that'll pay me $250 a day for like 10 to 12 hours, and it'll be grunt work, but at least I like it.
Yeah.
Rather than being at, my regular job.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just agreeing. I mean, myself, like, the only social media I use personally is just Snapchat. Instagram, I don't post anything on Instagram, like, heavy. I post something on Instagram, like, every, 3 months, maybe. Kind of like his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just not as severe as him. Facebook, I haven't posted in, years. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just because, when I did post on Facebook, it was just about Kings updates, like what was happening during the game.
Mm.
So I wasn't even using it to connect with people. I use Messenger on Facebook. Like, I have a group chat with my friends, and I use that. But don't use Twitter, personally. I've tried to use it for the podcast, but I forget too.
Oh, I use Twitter. I love watching funny videos on Twitter.
Twitter's great.
Yeah.
Twitter's honestly just for if you want to kill time. Like, you're never gonna beat the internet.
See, yeah, you're right. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth. I really don't know how to use Twitter. I just don't use it, so I'm not.
I think for Twitter you have to follow hella people.
Yeah.
Because Twitter now is more for the retweets
And the likes.
Yeah.
Or the favorites.
Just to look at. No, I'm just talking about looking at their.
Looking
at
yeah.
other people's retweets.
Mm.
And just laughing at this stuff.
Like, you could follow a few thousand people.
Yeah.
You don't have to know. Like, I only follow 151.
Mm-hmm.
But like all those 151 or maybe like a little bit less than that post something like almost every 10-15 minutes, maybe less than that, like every 5 minutes, and they're talking about this and that, or they're talking about like their life, like, oh, I got into a car accident, they're just updating people's lives, or like they're just retweeting something.
I think that's what social media was made for from the beginning.
What?
To keep people updated on what you're doing with your life.
Instead of texting or instead of calling?
And no, because you're not to keep touch with
Yeah, you're not gonna call.
You're not gonna call 150.
Yeah, every time like you go on a vacation, you're not gonna call somebody and say I went on vacation.
Yeah.
So you can put it on social media so you see you're on vacation.
Okay.
But I think it gets too much because I don't think I should know every detail of your life. I should not know like when like you say like check it out like friends that have kids. I should know like how Timmy's recital went, how Timmy fell down yesterday.
Yeah.
How Timmy is having trouble with sleeping. Like, I shouldn't like see you after like 6 months and be like, hey, yeah, how was Timmy's dance recital the other day? And like, haven't even talked to you about it.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, I shouldn't know as much information as I do know about you.
Because then once you post everything on social media, then when you see them in real life, there's nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to say. That's crazy because there isn't.
Because then you know everything about them already.
That is true. There's nothing to talk about because you're just like, oh, I saw your life. I'll probably go back and see it. It was better online anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
so just let me watch it online.
Yeah.
Then that brings up another question. How do you guys feel about the word connection between a person? Like person to person. It doesn't like in terms of like it doesn't matter like what is it like platonically. It could be like for just friends. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all really laughing at me.
Wait.
See, okay. So let me rephrase it then. Because you know I'm listening to podcasts every day. Rob, you know that. I've told you that.
Yeah.
And so like a connection between like two people meeting and just talking, just being friends. You know, like how do you feel in that sense? Like you know, you don't have to post everything every single day. Like. Like me and Smash will talk maybe once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You and I will talk maybe once every week, every other week maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not like say we post on social media here and there, or all the time, it doesn't matter. Like, what else? You know, like, where is the connection? Like, do we have like a good friendship? Are we talking about like other things outside of social media? Like, how do you feel about a connection between a person to person? Like, say it's just a random person, and you're.
I think it just depends who the person is.
Yeah, if it's a random person, I could care less about that connection.
Yeah.
But
like if somebody's connected to me through social media that I met like 3 times and they just found me on social media, then I don't really care about that connection with them.
Yeah.
But like, if you're my man's, if you're my friend, like a good friend of mine. It don't matter, bro. Like, all my friends, like, and I know that they're my genuine friend. I don't have to talk to you, like, 6 months and we can still connect.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, like, Smash and I, we don't hang out like we used to.
Yeah.
And we don't talk, like, every day like we used to. But, like, every time I link up with him, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
And, like, because he's, like...
Like, the same thing as in, like, it was just, like, last week?
Bro, it was we just pick up right where we left off.
Okay.
And like us too.
Yeah,
like,
I was just curious about that.
Yeah, like it's like you too. Like last time we hung out was what, San Diego?
Yeah.
Like face to face.
Face to face, San Diego. I think after that was maybe in Fresno for like a few hours.
Yeah. And that was that picked off from San Diego and from Fresno. I picked off from Fresno. Like when I see Carl, like
6 months ago.
Yeah, when I see Carl, it's like same thing. It just picks up where we left off.
That's right, Carl.
And any like my good friends, but it's like just the friends that you aren't that cool with that you have to like have that awkward. Hey man, how's it going? Like anything that you gotta say, hey man, how's it? Like I would like your friend. Like if you're really cool to me, would never be like, hey man, how's it going? With that high pitched voice like that, like that fake voice where you like really don't care. You just ran into him and you're trying to like they saw me, so I gotta like talk to him. Mm-hmm. Like I would never walk up to you or Smash and be like, hey man, how's it going? I'd be like, hey Brad, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Like how we linked up earlier. I was like, that's my boy. I was literally on the phone with a friend of mine because she just got back home to Visalia for her birthday or whatever. Visalia, I know.
First of all, why do you know somebody that's from Visalia?
That's what
I don't even know anything about Visalia, but the same way it sounds,
Visalia.
That's what. Yo, that's
shout out to your friend from Visalia.
Get a new house,
it just sounds nasty coming out of like our mouths.
Visalia.
But literally, I had to interrupt our conversation. I was like, my boy's here.
Yeah.
So I get you. I was just curious. Like, what y'all think?
This connection is real, man. A real connection is real.
Mm-hmm. Real connection is real.
Like, for real.
Quote that.
Real connection is real. Like, I have, like, I'm only cool with people that like I know are like really have my back. Like I don't go like
I don't have your back.
I don't go to this length with like people like that. And you only say that because you're joking, but like I know if I called you and if I called you and I need your help, you would pick up.
I would pick up. You're right.
There you go. Tell him to shut up. Like, yeah, but like I'm saying, like I'm only like I don't like I have a lot of friends, and then those friends like that I know like have my back. Like I'll give them like my time and everything, and when we link up, we link up. Like I know like there's a lot of people that haven't spoken to in like 2 years or whatever, but it's never I will never allow it to be that. Hey man,
how's
it going?
How's
it's that it's that hey bro, give me like dap him up. What's up, bro? Like man, it's like a minute.
How are the kids,
bro? Let's go get something to eat real quick, bro. I know you're busy, but bro, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm like I can't. I'm on my way to a meeting. I could be a little late though.
You can be a little late. Let's go eat. Like that's like to me that's like one of the biggest signs of the friendship. Like when you break bread with somebody.
Yes.
Like that's
100%.
Like I can't break bread with somebody I'm not cool with.
We still have our bet going on, and we still break bread every time we do it. We
What
do
is
it every
breaking
year.
bread?
Breaking bread is like when you
Don't
go
eat
out
with
to like
when you eat with somebody.
Yeah, when you eat. Yeah, breaking.
Jeez.
It's a.
Jeez, man.
Jeez.
This guy, just make a visual. Just break some bread. What would you break it for?
I was thinking money.
This guy.
Bruh, you were thinking money?
Bread.
What you selling?
Bruh, this dude said,
I need
what is
that.
breaking? Just put a visual in your head. There's a bowl of spaghetti in front of you. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Why you guys saying in like this?
The spaghetti and meatballs is in front of you.
No.
And then there's also a platter of. No, I'm getting
A
right.
plater?
I'm thinking Italian.
So like what is that? Russian.
A plate of French roll. You have to break the roll to eat the roll and put the butter on it. All right, that's how you break bread. The visual.
They have butter out there too.
They have butter in Russia.
They got goat butter.
You got the goat
Goat
butter.
butter.
I go into the goat and oh jeez.
Oh, leave that in there.
Shout out to all the Russians out there.
Shout out to all the Russians.
Y'all good people. Khabib, man. Out
Yeah,
there
so like, but
fighting
he's
bears,
Russian?
baby. Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. The fighting, did you hear about Floyd?
He gonna fight some. He
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
fight
yeah.
some
Little
kid.
little kid.
He gonna fight the little kid.
I can do it all.
Yeah, Floyd crazy, man.
I feel like he only did that to like kind of back up his title for what happened when McGregor switched over for a bit.
I think he's probably just testing it out, see if he can do it.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. McGregor was not anywhere in that fight, man.
In the
That Floyd, yeah, he was not in that. Everybody, because he went the distance. He wasn't in that fight. Because as soon as it got to the end and Floyd was like, "All right, I'm done having fun."
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that's
saw what happened.
that's way too many rounds for him.
I don't think Floyd was just playing with him, man.
It's not even the rounds, it's just...
Floyd was
McGregor's not a boxer.
Yeah, Floyd was just trying to get he was just trying to get the money's worth. Like everybody, like he can't like go in there and just like be a
McGregor
real
was just
boxer.
trying to end him early.
Yeah, and Floyd was just doing what Floyd does: be the best defensive fighter there is.
You ain't wrong. That's for sure.
What were you saying earlier?
I don't remember.
Something about connection.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when a real connection real is real.
Yeah.
When a real connection is real.
When a connection is real, it's real.
When a connection is real.
And we breaking bread. That's where we got left.
Yeah.
Off.
So like breaking bread is just like, you know, going to like some lunch or just eating some food with somebody and literally talking up a storm.
You
like,
know.
You don't realize how much time goes by when you break bread, especially with someone. Say it's like, I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
And when they gonna bring out them appetizers, man. Just been here for 30 minutes.
Oh,
we've been here for 30 minutes and I ain't got nothing. I only got one glass of water. They ain't refilled my waters. Okay.
No tip.
I'm gonna be real.
Speaking of tipping, speak on it, Robert.
I'm saying.
Oh, here.
No. I'm gonna be real.
No,
I get
don't,
the tips.
Don't stop.
I get tips.
Oh,
but
no.
this is how I gauge your tip.
By how much or how many times they fill up your water.
Yeah, I'm a big dude. I drink water.
They ain't gotta say anything to me. Just
like away. On the real, like just make sure like the water is refilled at a reasonable. I know people working. I know stuff is hard. They got other tables, but if I'm out there, If I'm out there dying,
well, yeah, of course.
I got dry mouth and everything, and what could save me is a little bit of your water, and you won't leave the pitcher at the table. You know what I mean? Like, help me. At the bare minimum, you keep that glass full. I'm gonna keep your pockets full.
That's respectable.
That's it. I'm not disrespecting any waiter or waitress or anything. I'm just saying.
And when he says full,
no, like
for me, he means $3 tip, no matter the price.
That's him. It depends.
That's you.
It depends on the bill, but mostly, at this point, we're going to places like Denny's. You feel me? Like, I haven't been to Denny's.
If I go to Denny's and order a $4 meal, I'm not tipping.
If I go to Denny's and I order off the dollar menu, I can't really be tipping, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, you want me to tip
more than the meal? Yeah, more like for $5. That's like the base. Everybody put $5 down. I spent $4. Like,
I mean,
I'm not giving you more than I ate.
Working in the restaurant industry, like I have to. It just doesn't feel right. Like I'll give you, like if it's a $4 meal, I'll give you round it up to $5. That's fine.
All right.
Round it up to $5.
Yeah, like it's just like $1 tip, like on a $4 meal. That's fine.
I feel it.
It's just like it's working.
25%.
Like, if you really think about it, like, what's $1?
What's $1? You better give me $1 right now.
I don't have $1.
All I'm saying is, I'm gonna tip you.
No, accordingly.
If you keep the water full, I'm gonna tip you more than the bare minimum. If you the water, like, I'm a tip because I understand it's busy. But if my waters aren't regularly filled,
so if it's like, say, like 2 servers in an entire like Denny's floor and they're struggling to get you the water, but they get to you when they can, but
I'm gonna gauge it based on the situation.
Okay.
But if it's too crazy, I'll say, like, can I get a picture? And there's been times where they give me a pitcher of water.
Oh, I know. I've been with you.
And and when they do that, I'm gonna give them that money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of them. If you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
You don't take care of me, I'm gonna give you that 10 to 15%.
Since we're talking about tipping, then what about the food? What if they messed up your food? Is that based on?
I don't think that's a server's fault.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it messed up? Is it messed up because they messed it up, or is it messed up because the person cooked it wrong?
Exactly. So
if they cooked it wrong, I can't do nothing about that.
Like, say you ask for, I don't know, we eat steak here and there.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for medium rare, they gave you medium well.
It just depends. Like, if, say you said medium well and then she wrote medium rare on there and she wrote it wrong.
See, that's the thing, though.
You don't know.
And Smash kind of got the same thing. Sometimes I mumble. Sometimes my voice is too deep that it's not audible sometimes.
No, like they repeat the order back.
If they repeat it.
If they repeat it.
If they repeat it back, it's on them.
It's on like the server or the.
Oh, if they repeat it to you, but they still wrote it wrong.
No, they repeat it to you and it's right.
Okay,
but they sent you out a medium well.
And then it's on the server.
Wait, what?
I mean the cooker. I mean the cook. The person,
like
the cooking.
I heard two different things.
The person that cooks the food is on them.
Okay.
And then that's what all I can say is, I wanted it. Medium well. I wanted it well done. And then they're gonna look at the paper and say, oh yeah, you did. I'm gonna go back there and get it changed.
She goes and gets it done for you.
Yeah, then you might say, no, I'll just eat it this way. This is fine.
Yeah.
It depends. The person is nice. You know what I mean. I'll just be like, I'll just eat this. This is cool with me. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
And then
but
the bill comes.
What if they offered it back? Like, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Like, insisting it.
Oh, if anybody takes care of me, I'm gonna give a big tip.
Okay.
Because I got the money to give them a tip.
That's fair.
I'm pretty fair with tipping. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna tip, but depending on if it's gonna be more than the standard 15%, like, then it's all contingent on the servers. Mm-hmm. But
But in California, it's pretty different. That's why. I mean.
What do you mean different?
So in California, you get the minimum wage plus the tip. So your I don't know what minimum wage is in
11
or
11.25 or something.
So say if it's 11, and you make $200 in the 5 hours that you're working, you tip out everybody that you have to tip out, and you get $150 back. In those 5 hours, you made an extra, what is that, 30? Mm-hmm. So you're idea in the sense that, if you really take it by dollars per hour, you're making $41 an hour for that night.
Yeah.
You know.
You better.
So servers are rich.
Not necessarily.
So California is the only country only state that does it
There's
Where they have minimum wage.
Are there some places where they only make like $2.35?
See, that's
an
the
hour?
thing. Yeah, so
If I lived in a state like that, I'd still tip $3.
Oh no! In some states, it's just like they really rely on the tips.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
you make your.
Well, it'll still be the same. I'm with
Why?
them. Like, I'll still be the same. If you give me crap service, I'm gonna give you crap service.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've left a penny tip one time
Dang.
because you're not gonna check on me. You're not gonna refill my drink. I'm asking for you. I'm calling you every time, and it's completely slow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're over there goofing around, not even doing little projects that you have to do. Like, why wouldn't I give you a penny? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I'm with
disrespectful for me to be here and asking you to do your job.
No, I'm with you. Like, it's all tip is all based on service.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like places that the tip is built in.
So how do people that live in those states make money?
That was on your mind this whole time, huh?
Tips.
Literally tips.
You
Yeah.
see,
Like,
you see on
'cause
TV.
they-
You see on the TV shows and the movies where they're like, "Hey, how you doing, sunshine?"
Yeah.
They're super nice because that's their livelihood. They gotta be nice. They gotta be like the
I feel like
grandma.
they gotta people that work at those type of restaurants in those
Mm-hmm.
states. They have to work like 3 jobs. 'Cause I feel like somebody in California can work 1 job full time and make it.
Well, the cost of living is a lot cheaper out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you also
true.
got to think about that.
Cost of
And,
living is
cost of
like
living.
dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Well, not in a bad way, but it is dirt cheap in some places.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can get like a 2-story house for like what it would be like out here.
$50,000?
Yeah, it would be like $75,000 some places in those Midwest areas. Whereas in that like a 2-story house in San Francisco is probably like $7 million.
Yeah.
$7 million.
You gotta be playing for the
The
Warriors.
the average is.
The only people that have 2-story houses is Steph Curry.
Oh
Even
man,
those houses on like a random street, like
Yeah.
those are expensive.
you're telling me.
Yeah, houses in Rockland,
And
they're
they're-
like
And
$500,000.
they're like some
$500,000.
houses.
That's not a house.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Like that's a
expensive.
condo.
It's expensive, but
You're
out there,
telling me.
it's about there. It's cheap, man.
I don't even know why people want to live in SF so bad. What is in SF that attracts so many people?
Culture.
Culture, the way of life. It's honestly like comparing it from I guess I could say 4 cities: Sacramento, Fresno, Santa. Huh?
I'm a swing if you talk about Sac.
I've never said
you know
anything.
nothing about sex.
No, I said the short time. I could say
Short time you've been here for
Short- 3
probably
weeks.
6 days total.
6 days total.
No, keep on
You
going.
can't-
No,
Keep on
going, keep on going.
we can't do this. We can't do this
If he
here.
disrespects Sacramento, I'm swinging.
I'm not saying
Y'all
like
gonna hear
Benny
some
just.
furniture moving on the podcast.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
so
Glass
saying
breaking.
no smoke to Sacramento because Sacramento is, from what I know, is pretty dope so far. Like the small places I've been, at least.
I'd live in Sacramento over.
You
in
live
San
in Sac-
Francisco.
I live in Sac over San Francisco, but keep on going. Keep on going. With
So like it's just like people are just like the vibe is chill, like very chill. Like you don't really get to see, the fights going on. Like people are fighting, of course. Like the homeless issue is probably like the biggest thing, and outside of that, maybe like the price of living. Outside of that, like it's just a nice place to be with like good people. I feel like it's more for right now for tech heads. People that are involved with tech, people that are involved with like big businesses and companies would go there. It's a very relaxed city, as fast paced as it is. It's just nice, you have everything you need just in like one centralized city. You don't really have to go anywhere. Like the farthest you would have to go to like a job would be an hour away at most. So it's just like really chill, laid back.
Yeah.
For what it seems.
No, I feel that.
And yeah, I mean Fresno is very slow paced. You could literally go from point A to point B in under half an hour. At times you don't really have to deal with traffic, unless of course during rush, like the typical rush hour. Sacramento, it's like a bigger Fresno.
Sacramento's horrible during traffic.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I hate Sacramento during traffic hours.
Oh, yeah.
That's like it makes no sense how bad it is sometimes.
Same thing with the
It's
entire
not
San
as
Jose.
bad as the Bay though.
The
Oh,
Bay,
no.
because there's no space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have like 4 hot lanes in Sacramento. They're all like clogged up. You're like, yo, there's so
4?
much space out here.
Yeah.
We had
And then in San Francisco, there's no space. You're just like car on top of car, and you're just moving
it's
like
bumper to bumper.
Deet, deet, deet.
Like when I coming here,
Like even if you're in traffic in Sacramento, it's not taking you as long to go to the same distance.
No.
When you're in San Francisco. So
shorter distance.
This is the type of traffic I'd rather be in.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Compared to like San Francisco, LA, like those busy cities.
But it's just a different feeling when you're in traffic when you're trying to get home and you live in a city versus when you're in traffic when you're just like visiting a city.
Yeah.
I think it's a different feeling because like you're like, oh, this is just what the city, this is
normal.
This is normal for them. And when you're at home, you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get home.
No, yeah.
Like what the heck?
Somebody literally tried to, I think, swerve into my lane. Like he kept trying to punk me. And I wasn't having it. I was just like, "What's up? Let's
What's
go.
up?
Like, let's go. Come on."
Inside the car.
Like, I was like, "Let's go."
That's that road rage, bro.
No, like people have road rage out in San Francisco.
Sacramento
It's
drivers
bad.
are just bad though.
Yeah.
Sacramento just have bad drivers.
See, I think it's just like everywhere has bad drivers.
Nah, but these.
There's a special kind of drivers.
No, we went to Chicago, and those people in Chicago, they are horrible drivers. Sacramento drivers are better than Chicago drivers. But like that's not a very good bar. That's what.
Like how do you guys?
Sacramento drivers. I mean, or Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago drivers are horrible because they don't respect pedestrians at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like there would be a crosswalk. Like you'll be walking across, and this is downtown.
Yeah.
People will be halfway into the crosswalk, and you're crossing over, and they're looking at you like you're crazy.
No, that's happened in San Francisco too.
See, that's the big city. That's that big city.
That's a very big city.
And then like
That's why Sacramento's like in between a big city and
it's like a small suburb,
Like a
forest.
Fresno.
Yeah. So like
and that's the type of city I want to live in.
that's what I like too. I like Sacramento.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go out and check other things, but like I feel like Sacramento has a lot to offer,
Yeah.
and there's areas that are nice where you can really raise a family.
I feel like Portland's that type of city too.
Yeah, screw.
The only reason why you said Portland was because you saw the score of the game.
All right, I think
I watched the whole thing. I was watching it.
all right. So we're gonna
CJ
end
dropped
this.
40.
We're gonna end this podcast and then do another one
Shout out
to
to
do
CJ.
some sports. So
Shout out to the Knicks.
this has been a very fun episode of Unqualified and Uneducated. We covered a lot of different things on this one. After we get it edited up, we're gonna get it out to you guys. You got any last words, Smash?
Shout out to everybody, man. It's all love. It's all love.
Any last words, Mike?
Thank you for having me on here. Y'all see me, y'all hear me from me again
Hey.
real soon.
All right, guys. You guys know what it is. Stay unqualified, live uneducated, and we out.